Mr. Azmi, my fellow batchmates, as well as my fellow beloved juniors. Now, the topic that I have got today falls under the category of innovation. And that topic is the utilization of agricultural products in the production of sustainable dry cells. Sustainable dry cells. Now, audiences, did you know nowadays there are a lot of agricultural products? There are a lot of agricultural products that are going to waste. One example is the infamous durian. As a true Malaysian, as a Malaysian myself, I absolutely love eating durian.
I absolutely love
eating durian. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Do you like eating durian?
Yes.
Of course you do. Who doesn't? Now, did you guys know all these times that you guys have been eating durian, you are only eating 30% of the fruit. Why is that? Because the durian is made up of only 30% of edible flesh. The 70%, however, is either the durian husk, which is the durian shell, if you didn't know, and also the seed, which cannot be eaten.
Which cannot
be eaten. Now, according to an online research conducted by students of University of Malaya, they found out that
They discovered
that over 80% of Malaysians love eating durian. Now, when a lot of people like to eat durian, of course, there are going to be a lot of agricultural waste.
a lot like this.
A lot of agricultural waste, such as the durian shell. When you eat durian, they throw out a lot of durian.
A lot of durian shells.
A lot of durian shells. So what happens when these durian husks are being thrown out? So when they are thrown out, they go to this place called landfills. So when they are in a landfill, it brings many disadvantages, such as greenhouse gas emissions. Now, why is this? Because when they are in a landfill, they are exposed to air. So what's the problem with that? Well, when they are exposed to air, they decompose a lot faster. And when they decompose,
They will decompose a lot faster.
They will decompose a lot faster. So when they decompose, they release a lot of greenhouse gases. For example, carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, as well as methane. Now all of these are harmful to the environment. Now, let me ask you guys, that brings about a lot of destruction to the planet. So why not we reduce them? Why not we utilize this agricultural waste to make something that is sustainable for the future? So what this innovation product is about is we use agricultural waste such as the durian shell to make sustainable dry cells. Okay, and how we do that? So what we do is we put those durian husks.
But what is a dry cell?
So alright, so a dry cell is the most common electrochemical cell that produces electricity through a chemical reaction. So these dry cells,
In short, it is a battery.
So in short, it is a battery. So where was I again? So these dry cells, when they are being disposed at the landfill, they go through a process called incineration. So when they are incinerated, so basically incineration is the process of disposing waste through the process of burning. So when they are being burned, like I said, just like earlier, they release a lot of harmful gases into the atmosphere. So when that happens, some things like the ozone depletion could happen, air pollution, and much more negative side effects. So what we do with this durian hulls in the landfills are, instead of we send them to landfills, what we do is we put them through a pyrolysis process. Now, what is pyrolysis process to us? So what you do is you burn the durian hulls at very high temperature without the existence of oxygen. So when you burn them through high temperature, they will become something that is called biochar. Now, what is biochar? Biochar is short term for biocharcoal. It's basically the byproduct of the pyrolysis process that happens when you heat them up. Alright, so with those biochars, here you can see a dry cell has a paste inside them, and usually the paste is made out of non-renewable resource such as ammonium chloride. Now this ammonium chloride, it brings a lot of negative.
It brings a lot
of negative impacts to the world. Now what we have to do, what we are doing is we replace those paste, those non-renewable paste, with a renewable one, which is the biocharcoal paste that we made earlier from the pyrolysis of the durian hulls. So when we replace the ammonium chloride paste inside the battery cells, and we instead put our biocharcoal, it can actually produce the same result of store-bought batteries in the market. So yes, because we have actually conducted a research at University Science Islam Malaysia, and we use a handmade product. So and then we use a voltmeter to measure the voltage output of our own battery. So let me show you. So first of all, here is the lab that we are using, which is called physical analysis lab. And what we do there is, so here is a picture of me testing out the voltage production inside of our own handmade dry cells, which uses the biocharcoal paste made from agricultural resources. So what it showed was a reading of 1.463 voltage. Now, what does this mean? Well, in comparison to market-bought dry cells, they have a voltage production of 1.5. This one, however, has 1.4. Yes, it might seem worse than conventional dry cells. Well, maybe it is in terms of the voltage production, but it's not that much.
It is not that much.
But it is not that much because it brings a lot of pros to the environment. It helps to protect the environment from deteriorating. So in conclusion, even though durian might seem like nothing more than just a fruit, they hold the power to shape our future.
They hold the power
to shape our future into a more sustainable nation. That is it from me. Thank you.